Hello, everyone. And finally, I'm going to bring you that cast I was promising. If it'll stop with this black screen crap. Hello? Okay, there we go. Alright, and let's get into it. Alright, and here we have in the bottom right as me, Mr. Piggy. I'm playing as Gondor. My ally, Sebadu, is playing as Mordor. And in the left hand corner, we have Alex Shellnot as Mordor. And in the other left corner, we have Andy San as Mordor. That's Mordor so far. And then we have Akram 288 as Misty Mountains. And finally, we have Just Chillin' 333 as Isengard. You may know him on Game Ranger as Maximus. Alright. So, 3-star farm start for me. Pretty standard. It's lagging a bit. Just a second. Okay. And of course, not surprising, Orc starts for the Mordor players. And again, not surprising, Goblin start. So nothing unusual. Though generally, I would say Isengard generally wants to go for Wildmen, but this isn't unusual to go for a Uruk Scout starter. Now, it would be kind of weird if he upgraded that right off the bat, but I doubt he will. And I think that is, that's Alex sending a signal fire, or not signal fire, a signal saying he's going to try to capture this maybe, but then he realizes that there's a troll, so he's probably asking for some help to creep the troll. I would assume one of them will get pikes or archers. If you get a set of pikes, then you can kind of use this unit to kite the troll into the pikes. And another signal, I don't know. That was, I guess, another one saying there's a troll right there and they need to creep it. But yeah, this is a 2v2v2 if you haven't noticed already. And I'm going with just the basic, like just regular infantry start for Gondor, not anything too unusual. And it looks like my ally, what's his name, Sebadu, is going for pikes as Mordor, which is not a very standard start as Mordor. And these guys cost 200, and they're about to get beaten by a unit that costs 75. So I wouldn't have suggested doing that, but he probably did it to creep the troll, considering that he also got archers out. But these archers should help deal with any orcs. And Andy San, a very good player, is going to get a good orc spam going. Probably harass some of Akram's mines. Though these goblins should be able to handle the orcs with poison blades and Felwind just fine. And is there any other engagements? Nope, not at the moment. It does look like, you know, I'm just gonna call him Maximus. What the heck? Looks like Maximus. Looked like we were gonna engage there. He's gonna be bringing his Uruk scouts. I'm surprised he didn't creep the troll with the scouts. Looks like Andy San threw up a tainted land to kind of give him the advantage. So if I was Akram, I would just go off that tainted land, bait him. And this is going to be kind of a tricky situation for me, as they can switch from archer to sword, or from bow to sword, and I only have 3 sets, so I think I'm going to be at a little disadvantage there, so I'm just going to back out. These guys don't do a ton of melee damage, so they shouldn't be able to harass too much. Oh, and it looks like the troll's preoccupied with the farm at the moment, though I wouldn't have suggested doing that. Let him take out the farm. Let him deal with those Alex's units. I would have taken this out, maybe capture that. But it does not look like that's going to happen. Alright. Okay. And it does look like we engage over here, though it doesn't look like I'm doing too bad. I spread out my units so that he couldn't micro his archers to kind of do guerrilla warfare. He had to retreat, and it looks like I kind of won that battle. Andy-san in the north is pushing and dealing some damage to Akram's mines. It looks like Akram's in a bit of trouble, so I assume Maximus is going to go and help him out with his scouts. Ooh, he's already starting off with the what's it called? The Gundabad pit. Looks like Alex is advancing down here, though. Do have a tower up, but that troll might take it out. Tower up going for, I don't know why I can't remember this guy's name. Sebabu, I don't know. Sebabu, I'll just call him Sebabu. Lots of signals going up from Akron saying, hey, I need help. Andy's pushing on me. I mean, heck, if I were him, I would probably need help because Andy is a very good player. One of the better players in 2.02, I would say. Ooh, and it looks like that troll ended up taking out that tower. It's kind of a loss. Again, he should have just let him attack him up there, taken out the troll cage, and then the troll would be kind of like let loose on Alex. Andy-san is pushing hard up here. And again, Maximus is going to have to send out more scouts. He even has crossbows now. Interesting. He's just going for archer units. And I would not be surprised if he berserker spam, because in past games he has done that a lot. So it should be interesting to see what he goes for. And I'm just chilling back here. I'm getting my heroes out, Pippin and Baragon. I did creep, take that building. Pippin and Baragon are both very useful. Of course, Baragon has the leadership that gives plus 30% armor and damage to Faramir, Boromir, and Pippin. And then Pippin, of course, has that incredibly useful power that nearby heroes gain experience 60% faster. So that's very useful. And it looks like Alex is getting pushed back a little. I'm sure Andy is going to be kind of he's gonna have to pull back here and help out Alex because things aren't looking too good for him. And it looks like I'm gonna be pushing on Maximus. And I also have Faramir out, of course, because of this leadership. I always like to go with Boromir, Faramir, and all them, just because that leadership bonus. And of course, Pippin has that is incredibly useful because your heroes basically level up twice as fast. And I think that I'm gonna win this engagement simply because of my heroes and that slam shot from Baragon. So Maximus is going to be forced to retreat because he doesn't want to lose his whole army and get my heroes levels at the same time. And ooh, looks like a bit of a waste of some expensive units by Akram, as they will not be able to take out that troll. But I don't know. Looks like he did upgrade. I would have suggested going for a warg pit and getting I think his name is the other hero that costs similar amount as Muzgash, the warg hero, and then getting some warg packs because that would really help against this orc spam. But this also Muzgash is also very good against this because he has leadership as well as good splash. So that wasn't a bad choice at all. It looks like we have Molag out for Alex, and that is going to give him an extreme advantage. He can be an absolute tank at times. Well, I think that's mainly when he gets, yes, or wait, is it? I don't know, one of these, or wait, is it this? Oh, yes, and regains health per hit. Yeah, this power is very overpowered, and I don't, well, it's not necessarily so overpowered. I think he kind of needs it, but I think it should come at a later level. But yeah, Moloch, very strong. And it looks like he's even going to go help out Andy, because Andy is getting doubled at the moment. And I'm just kind of sitting back and building up my force. And I do have Boromir out. I'm going for heavy, kind of a hero spam at the moment. And it looks like Maximus is going to be going for some berserkers, as I expected. Well, I mean, I played this game, so I would know. Huh, how did he get knocked down? It's interesting. But yeah, lots of archers out for Maximus. Kind of interesting strategy for Isengard, and I'm going to be pushing in, probably do some damage to the eco of Maximus and Akram. And the Sabubu Sabubu is going to be pushing in more on Alex, though it does look like he got some Easterling archers and he put them kind of in that. I wouldn't suggest doing that unless you're having a problem with cavalry and you don't want your archers to die. Other than that, I wouldn't suggest like combining them. I don't think it's worth it unless, of course, you're having problems with cavalry. Looks like I am pushing up here, and I think my heroes are going to be able to handle this, especially with Boromir's Horn. I should try to get Pippin more in range of Boromir so that he can level up faster. And Pippin is very good against Mordor, as you can see. That power and this power, very useful against Mordor, because those trolls and the Nazgûl are going to get absolutely shredded by him. And even Mumakil, because it says against monsters. It looks like Sabubu is doing pretty good over here. And where is Alex's? Alex's Moloch is healing. I think he has a slow heal rate, kind of like Rogash and just regular 2.02. And some signals going up. I can't actually tell who's. Okay, yeah, these are Andy Sons. I don't know who else they would be. I don't know. He's trying to tell Maximus, you gotta help me. Maximus is like, I got 4 heroes at my doorstep. I'm a little busy. Though if he did have enough berserkers, I think that he'd be able to deal with my heroes pretty good. But yeah, it's not looking too good for Andy San and Alex, because at the moment they're getting, well, I wouldn't say that, because Andy San is pushing pretty well. It's just Alex is in a lot of trouble. Though, actually, if anything, Maximus and Akram are in a lot of trouble, because I'm pushing on Maximus and Andy-san is pushing on Akram, and Akram doesn't seem like he has a lot to counter this. Again, I would suggest going for the ward packs, and I think his name is like Gorafumble or something like that. And it looks like, oh, Molag went down. That is a big loss. That was a big reason why he was even still alive. I don't know what he's gonna do at this point. He doesn't have a lot to help him defend against Sabubu. He doesn't have a lot of troops on the field, and I'm fairly sure that I'm gonna come and help out Sabubu. Though I'm sure, yep, Andy-san is gonna be sending over some troops. Though actually it does look like I'm gonna focus my attention over here. Though I really should try to help out Sabubu, finish off Alex, because right now Maximus isn't really a threat. Again, he's still going with those crossbows. I really think I should have gone for cavalry, but I was focused on getting heroes. I do have a marketplace out, so that will increase my eco a lot. Though I really think I should have gone for cavalry. I just don't think I was really thinking. I think I'm gonna win this engagement unless unless maybe Akram comes and helps, which it looks like he will. So, oh, and it looks like I do have Aragorn out, and that is going to be very big, possibly game-changing with that Athalas, which will help my heroes out a lot. Once Mujgash, I think level 10, he will be able to give fear resistance, so the horn will be kind of useless. That's the one problem with Boromir, especially in like, because in this he's more strong, even without his horn being useful. But in like 2.02 and like other versions, once you kind of nullify his horn, he isn't too good. That's why getting King Dane against him as dwarves is incredible. It's crucial. It's incredibly helpful, especially because he gets it at level 3, his fear resistance. I think Andy-san should try to help Akram get out of this hole, especially now that Sabubu has brought up the Dol Guldur dungeon. I think he should take his attention away from Akram because he's kind of busy with me right now at the moment. It looks like he is getting out some Olag Kai, I think. Is that what they call them? Or tactual, whatever. But these are actually surprisingly good against heroes. I mean, they're very strong. I even think they're stronger than the Mordor trolls. Oops, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, as you see, he just took a wounding arrow and that right in the face, as well as getting focused down by all my heroes, and it still took him a decent amount of time to die. So they're very tanky. Looks like we have Witch King out for Andy-san. That could possibly be game-changing, especially considering not a lot of archers from Sabubu, and if any, it's Orc archers, which won't do much to the Witch King, because he is very tanky in the air. In Age of the Ring, which I'm glad they did that. In 2.02, those fire arrows would absolutely be murdering him. Well, they kind of are doing a lot of damage, but it's not ridiculous. Though fire, of course, I'm pretty sure it does have a bonus first any sort of Nazgul units, and it looks like Maximus is pushing on me. I was probably forced to retreat. I couldn't handle both of them, and it doesn't appear that I've lost any heroes. Wait, where's Aragorn? Okay, there he is. Aragorn already level 5, as you can see, and that's probably because of this power, and that's why you get Pippin. He's very useful, and I'm sure Aragorn will be level 9 in no time, and then he'll be very deadly. See, level 6, he just levels up like crazy when he's near Pippin. And in some ways, I think Pippin should be buffed. Oh wait, oh yeah, this is Sabubu's. I would suggest to use this, but there's really no armies to use it on. And it looks like Andy-san using his Dol Guldur dungeon, and he got some troops from that power, but not a whole lot. But I think it did it. It served its purpose. What's killing this for? Oh, there's some catapults firing at it. I think Alex should be fine with the Witch King and this Dol Guldur dungeon. Looks like he's also using it, but there's not much to really use on. I just think he figures, well, it's gonna die soon anyway, so might as well. What he should really get is get fire arrows. Or wait, oh, he does. It's not in range of the fortress. That's probably why. That was weird, like the eye thing just like plopped down there. It looks like, oh, I even had Barathor. I didn't even notice that. So yeah, I'm going full on hero spam, and he will help against any heroes that the enemy has, though they don't seem to have many. And it looks like, yes, yep, just as I remember, Maximus is going to go for Berserker spam. It's kind of his last hope. He's probably gonna look to take out my fort. He figures, I don't think we're gonna be able to counter this, and I even got Gandalf out. So yeah, he's very desperate. And I would say that that's probably the smartest thing he could have done. But I would say he should have gotten Lurgs and Ugluk out, because they would definitely help against my heroes. He should have got them out quick. That's what I like to do as Isengard. And I kind of have to admit that it's kind of cheap and dirty to go with the hero spam. And I hate it. Most of the times I hate it when other people do it, but I do admit it is very effective though. Again, it is very annoying when someone hero spams against you. And I think I need to kill this attack troll and use this on it, because I think he's doing actually a lot of damage to my heroes, as well as tanking a lot of damage. Ooh, looks like Andy-san is moving on my ally, probably to take some of the pressure off Alex, who, as you can see, is very crippled at the moment. And the Witch King in this is basically, he doesn't have a ton of crazy powerful powers, but I'm pretty sure this, like, it takes away your enemy hero's special abilities, but oh, looks like 2, and it sounded like Baragon, or not, or Barathor, and Gandalf died. That's a big loss. Yeah, as you can see, these trolls are very good against heroes, surprisingly, as well as armies. It's really just archers, which will counter them quite nicely, but they still are very tanky. But yeah, that was a big loss. I lost Gandalf and Barathor. I don't even know if Aragorn's gonna get out. And as you can see, oh, I missed it. He destroyed my fort, and now he's just gonna ravage my eco. And that's a huge loss, especially losing those heroes, which I cannot replace at the moment. So, yeah, it would have been, if I would have saved Gandalf and Barathor, I think that could really be a game changer, but I think I'm going to be crippled for quite some time at the moment, especially considering that he is destroying all my level 3 farms, and my ally is now taking on 2 people, and 2 people are coming in at us, so things are not looking good. We just need to hold off against this initial attack, and I think he needs to pull out of here and hope they don't double team him, because right now we don't have the manpower to be taking on 4 people. And hopefully Akram and Maximus don't just charge in here and try to completely take us out, because they definitely have the ability, though I do have the money to build another fort, but let's look at the powers. Yeah, I don't have a ton. Wait, is that me? Yeah, I don't have a ton of money left, but it's a decent amount. And oh yes, I forgot to mention, Misty Mountains have the ring, and look how much money they have. But yeah, we're in a lot of trouble, me and Sabubu. And that's Andy-san's. But yeah, Sabubu should definitely try to pull out here, because I don't think he's going to be able to get anything done. He should go back to the fences where he can kind of hold and hope that they don't double team him. Hope that Akram kind of draws his attention, or kind of draws Andy-san's attention and attacks over. Oh, and it does look like Akram has done that. He came in with some trolls, but it doesn't look like he got a whole lot done. If I were... And there's that glitched out Gundabad troll animation, but if I was Akram and Maximus, I would want full force here. Andy-san wasn't attacking him, and they probably could have taken us out. Well, maybe took us out. I'm not entirely sure, but I guess he was just being merciful. There's another glitchy one. Oh, if he had his leap, he would have a field day on these goblins. If he gets in the middle of there, he'll take a lot of damage, but also do a lot of damage with his splash. Oh, I wouldn't have summoned the raiders in the middle of them. I would have summoned outside the circle so you can kind of trample. Because as you can see, they just get stuck and they got wrecked by that troll. It does look like I'm going to try to regain some of my land and probably rebuild some farms once I get my builder. Once my builder isn't occupied. But yeah, not looking too good. It looks like Maximus is going to be building up his little berserker army again. 4 orc pits, all level 2. And if I were him, I would also get the Uruk Manslayers because they're quite good, useful against heroes. And I don't know if they have like a bonus against men because they're called Manslayers, but actually Andy-san is looking to be in a lot of trouble. I don't know if how he's gonna. He might be able to. I think he'll be able to manage simply because his heroes. Let's see how much money does Misty Mountains have. Misty Mountains. What the heck? Where's Misty Mountains? Wait. Oh, what the? Oh, he must have already bought in Smog. So, yep, there's gonna be a Smog on the field pretty soon. So, pretty exciting. Oh, there he is. Smog. Oh, I just wish we could hear his voice files. Ooh, it looks like he has the barbed arrows as well. These kind of archers, the Easterling archers from Mordor, are mostly an archer counter, and the Haradrim archer are an infantry counter, and they get the poison arrows. Oh, and he better, Sabubu better be careful with his Witch King, because he's about to get killed, and looks like he's dead. That was very careless. He just kind of had him swarming over there. I'm sure he's preoccupied somewhere. That's a big loss for us. And if I'm not mistaken, Mathijus said that in the later versions they would add the return, or like the Blackgate armor to Aragorn at level, I think, 8 and 9, and then level 10, of course, he gets his King armor. And again, with actually not too many berserkers, but a decent amount, he's gonna be moving in on me. He actually does have works. I didn't notice that. He should have Ugluk out. Yep, he has Ugluk out. A little bit late, but he can still probably level him up, though it might be hard against my heroes. Is my fort up? Yes, it is up, and I'm going to start rebuilding my farms as I don't have really any eco right now, and I haven't gained any resources since I lost my fort, as you can see, because I lost all my farms. Looks like Alex is again in a lot of trouble. Again, I think if Akram and Maximus would have kept up the pressure, we would have been killed, definitely, because Andy-san wasn't occupied with Akram, and he was also pushing over here. So it looks like we got a break, me and Sabubu. Although I'm signaling to Sabubu that Maximus is moving pretty sizable force down south, and he's going to be start killing any farms off. And it looks like we do have Moloch for Sabubu. I think that's a good choice. There's Aragorn screaming again. And one more level, he will have the Great Company. So that will be pretty scary, and that'll be very useful against Smog. Because I remember they do a lot of damage defying units. I mean, they just do a lot of damage, period. And again, we have the Battle of the Dol Guldur dungeons. Alright, oh no, these are actually Andy San's and Alex's. None of them are Sabubu's, and it's like Molag is moonwalking, trampling some Uruks while he's at it. We did scare him off. He knew he couldn't take on my heroes as well as Molag and probably an entourage of Mordor forces. Do trolls get upgrades? No. They don't need them. Though these Barbaros, if I'm not mistaken, they also do like a little splash. Man, look at Molag, he looks great. These trolls look great, man. Ooh, there's Smog. Ooh, looks like he's scaring off my heroes. Ooh, and Mountain Giants, though they don't have much to support this at the moment. They really should have their units close by to support if he wants to take out one of our forts. Looks like Alex is being pushed on continually, though. Oh, and he used the Necromancery, so Sabubu really should get out there right away before his whole army gets turned into whites. And I think that Alex is getting a little break here because we're going to be pretty occupied soon with Maximus and Akrun's army coming in. Is Aragorn level 9 yet? Nope, not quite. Oh, looks like Boromir is in a bit of danger. Ugluk is looking to get some experience, and Lurk's going Carnage. Smog has to be a little careful though, because he's getting close to our base, and there's going to be a lot of archer fire. Don't know. Oh wow, that did a ton of damage. I didn't think it did that much damage to heroes. Looks like Boromir did fall, just like the movies. Lurks had a little fun. Actually, I'm gonna take a little bathroom break. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and looks like Lurgs is chasing the heroes. Wait a second. Okay. I don't think that Acro and Maximus are gonna be able to do a ton of damage here. They did kill Boromir, which is a little, I mean, something, but in the long run, that's not going to do very much. I would thought that if they would have focused on a fort with their Mountain Giants and had more, like if his whole army and like his army would have been there to back it up as well as Smog, I think they could have possibly destroyed Sabubu's fort, though they didn't. So it's like Lurgs just died, or Ugluk. They're going screaming again. If I had my graphics on very high, he would even look even more stunning. I'm just gonna do something real quick. Deal with this lag. I'm annoying. Okay. Yeah. For some reason, when I minimize the game and then go back in, it like kind of helps with the lag. It's kind of weird. It looks like Akram is getting ready for another assault on Andy San, though he is prepared. I would suggest getting the Morgul Vanguard to kind of deal with these goblins. Though actually, I do think that they might be good against spam as well, because if I'm not mistaken, the Barbaro does a sort of splash, but I would generally suggest Haradrim archers with poison arrows against infantry, and these guys against archers. Because as you can see, it says strong versus archers. though it's not like they suck against infantry. They're still good archers, and the barbed arrows are very strong. I don't think that was the best use of the Haradrim Raiders, but that's generally more for like harassment or maybe to wreck an archer line or something like that. But I mean, he probably doesn't have many places to use it. It actually looks like Anisan's gonna be the aggressor here, and Akron might actually have some problem because of these heroes and all these archers. And he did use his Dumbledore dungeon power, and I wouldn't be surprised if he used it. Yep. Though Smog is coming in. Though I don't think anyone's gonna win this. I think it's gonna be a little bit of a stalemate. Oh, he does have the Berserker dudes, which will be very useful against the heroes of Anisan, though. At the moment, they're gonna get killed by thousands of whites. Man, a lot of Dumbledore dungeons up here. And one over there. There's 4 up at the moment. Jeez. Alex is in a bit of trouble, and Andy-san is preoccupied at the moment, so I wonder if Smog being out causes a little extra lag. And once he gets this leadership... Wait, no, that's for himself. He gets leadership for Olag High, so I wouldn't be surprised if he went for Olag High. I would suggest it, especially against, spam. The pretty units. Oh, that's amazing. I love the berry eggs, they look great. Oh, Aragorn has his king's armor. And Barathor, once he reaches level 10, he'll get like Tower Guard type armor. Oh, look at him. He looks amazing. If this was on Ultra High, he would look even better. I just don't want to do it on Ultra High because for some reason replays lag for me, even more than regular games at times. Smog is continuing to deal damage. It looks like the hero. No, his hero survived, so the bulk of his force is still alive. Ooh, a Balrog is being summoned. And I believe that is Sabubu, so that could be it for Alex. I believe it is going to be. I think I'm going to be moving in with my heroes as well. And I think Andy-san probably should have helped Alex and kind of left him alone and kind of hoped that he wouldn't attack, but now it looks like Alex and Andy-san are going to be done for, and assuming that this keeps up, of course, which I wouldn't be surprised if it would. Well, I know it would, but you guys don't, so. Another Balrog? It seems like that's Andy-san, so that could actually swing things around a bit, but not for Alex. But so I think Alex is going to be done for, but Andy-san might do a little damage before he goes out. That is a lot of trolls. So actually, yeah, Andy-san's probably going to be done for soon, but he might either take out these buildings or attempt to save himself against these trolls. Molag, level 8, so 20% resistant to, oh, it's only against normal arrows? Well, that's not very good. I mean, once he reaches that level, most teams are gonna have fire arrows or whatever kind of arrows they get, so I don't know how useful that power is. It would be more useful if it was all arrows. Then it would be very strong. Looks like we're just finishing up Alex up here. And Pippin, of course, is a beast against Nazgul with the 200% attack. And I really wish it wasn't lagging so much. Looks like the Balrog is getting mugged by a lot of trolls in Smog. Man, I have to minimize it a lot to because it kind of like stops the lag for a little bit and then the lag comes back. It's weird. So this replay is going to be a little bit longer than it really should be. And do I have Gandalf back yet? I should be getting back. But yep, it looks like it's going to end up being me and Sabubu versus Akram and Maximus. Leave in the comments, tell me if you liked this cast, and let me know if you want more in the future. And I do, yep, of course he does have the Grey Host, level 10. I think that is going to be incredibly useful against Smog. And Andy-san he knows he's about to die, but he's still going to stay in the game, might as well. Sorry about the lag and like me minimizing out and crap like that. I probably should have lowered my graphics a little bit more. They're on high, but it's a bigger game with more units and it's on 2x if I'm not mistaken. And also, I had that glitch where my command points disappear and all I can get is heroes. And that happens later in the game. And I heard something about it being something having to do with Smog. So if anyone knows anything about that, it would be nice to know what actually causes that. Oh, they look so good. Where is Max-san? Thought I saw him. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm just seeing things. Oh, yep, there he is. I actually haven't zoomed in on Max-san yet. Oh, looks very nice. Good old ROTWK. Let's go! Ooh, Witch King! The leader of the rights, or I don't know, leader of the whatever's, the leader, I think it's the leader of the raids, but they say like rides. The leader of the rights is actually dead. I used to think it was like rights. The leader of the rights is actually dead. Mumuk, that's interesting. I wonder if he gets any of the Haraja Marchers, because they are actually pretty good, especially with those poison arrows. They're very strong against infantry. There's the Dol Amoroth Men-at-Arms, I think. Yep. They look very cool. I kind of wish they had a little more armor on, or if you could get them an armor upgrade, because they don't have a ton of health. But yeah, I think it would be cool if they got like an armor upgrade and it gave them like a chest plate. I think that would look cool. But they definitely look great, and I don't have really any complaints. I mean, I kind of just did complain, but that's just more like, it would be nice if it was like that. But I'm sure they don't give them armor for reasons, because they probably don't need it. They're probably already strong enough. And yep, it is definitely just going to be me and Sabubu versus Maximus and Akram. Oh, Amoroth looks good. Amoroth, I think, has, I can't say he has one of the best models because there's just so many good models. It's unbelievable. Look how realistic he looks. It's ridiculous. Oh, they look so sweet from behind. Okay, let's actually go back to the fight. Yep, Andy-san is going to die. That is inevitable. Unless he like stuck a build a barracks somewhere. but I don't think that's gonna happen. I know it's not gonna happen, because I played this game. Bye-bye, Potato Head. ROTWK. Actually, I'm gonna fast forward a bit, just a little bit, because not a lot is going on at the moment. Man, this is really choppy. When you fast forward, I'm just gonna minimize real quick. Hopefully, my games in the future won't be laggy like this. I'll lower the settings and crap like that down. I don't know why, but replays are more laggy than when I'm actually in game, and you think when you're in game it would be more laggy because you're playing with other people online and stuff like that. I mean, I am recording, but when I record in game it isn't a bigger problem. And I need to get that gray company out. I need to deal with Smog right now. Is he getting any armor change? Nah. I think it would be cool if he got like a tower guard helmet. That'd be kind of weird being an archer. I think I'm gonna use Gray Company. Come on. At least back up a little bit so they have a better shot on him. Ooh, that actually did a decent amount of damage. Use it, Aragorn. Maybe I'm saving it until he gets like on half health and he doesn't expect it. Come on, Pippin. He should be like level 10 by now with your power. He is taking a fair amount of damage, and yes, I do use it though. The wind knock thingy. And I might just get him. Oh, it's gonna be close. He should have stopped doing that little wind thingy. Am I gonna get him? Literally down to 0.001% health. I was so angry. Cause that's game changing right there, whether he dies or lives. Let's see what Baragon looks like when he gets all down. I actually don't think I've seen that. Yep, he gets his tower guard on. He looks sweet. Not Baragon, Bearthor. I love the shield too. With Elithon. Okay. Whatever you say. But before it's pretty good. Good. I'm gonna be. And yeah, he just got in the crap out of there because I was actually chasing after him with what's his name? Him. I was gonna like bring him all the way back here because I figured he'd be back there and it would just be like one arrow, but nope. I think he uses one of the orcs, like some orc, I forget who it is, but it's one of the orc, animations. It actually might even be Gothmog, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, it looks good with him, I would say it's fitting. Oh, these guys need to have the armor so they actually look really cool. There's armor. Oh no, maybe that was just Gandorf. Get off. There's no way me. I thought I heard a worm. Maybe I'm hearing things. But this game is pretty even right now, simply because they have Smog, and we're kind of bogged in. Though in some cases that can help, but then you don't have as much map control. But at the moment, I think we actually have better map control than them, even though my 4 isn't down there. I just need What's his name? Emerhill and Gandalf to each level 10. Yeah, I would say, max, let's see how much money everyone has. PowerPoints, it looks like I just got Eagles. And, like, he used a worm, but I did not see that. Oh, Faramir, what's his name, died, they're gone.
We make war for Khan in the east.
We make war for conflict. I would stop getting those guys. I think they're better early games simply. Oh, he doesn't have a lot of money. Simply because they're trample resistant. I'm pretty sure. Ooh, that's where the wormy is. As well as being very good at harassment. So I wouldn't continue. I don't think they're worth that. I would get Beastling pikemen, especially against trolls. There are other options out there, or maybe even these guys, Morgulks. He should have gone Morgul sorcery. I generally love going for Morgul sorcery mainly because of that, and I mean Morgulks are good. And then you just get better armor on your fort, of course. He just died. Oh, Faramir, but he was a little late for Morgul. He actually reminds me a little bit of Glorfindels in a lot of ways. He can mount, he has invulnerability, at least from patch 1.06, he reminds me of Glorfindel a little bit. And he also has he has a similar type thing with the unit buff, 50% armor, except for that's 50% crush deceleration like cavalry. So he's kind of similar, I would say. He's very strong. Ooh, Snog's back, but I don't have any of my archer heroes, and Grey Host is on. Oh, though the Eagles. The Eagles are coming. And maybe, just maybe, I'm gonna get him. Man, he is tanky. 4 Eagles are attacking him, and he's still maintaining that health. That is ridiculous. And I knew I wasn't gonna get him at that point, so I was just like, I'm just gonna go back and deal some damage and not waste my Eagles. But man, he is tanky. I wonder how much health he actually has. Though I do think me and Sabubu do have quite the advantage. So I think it's safe to say that we should win this game. Even though they have Smog, we're pushing. And I really think Akram didn't take enough advantage of heroes, because heroes don't cost command points. So he really should have taken advantage of heroes, because they really could have been game changing and helped him a lot. I think Maximus should have gotten heroes faster, as well as these, because they would be great against my cheap little hero spam. Oh, yes, they got the armor. Amazing. Or maybe that's just the banner carrier. Some Scumlocks. Garbage. I haven't seen goblins. Oh, crap. That came out of nowhere. Hello. I actually haven't seen goblins with their armor yet, but I mean, I'm sure they look somewhat like that. That came out of nowhere. Level 10. I'm pretty sure he has like a debuff / buff. Yep, targeted enemy units suffer minus 50% damage, minus 50% armor. Nullifies enemy leadership, which is actually very strong. Does not stack with other debuffs. So I guess it doesn't also buff units. What does this do? Now, Barathor receives an increase in hit points, stack with buffs, leadership, and other spells. Ability. Allies near Barathor gain resistance to fear terror. So that's strong. And then allies near Barathor gain 30% damage. Blah blah blah. So yeah, I would say. And then he also has his pin type power, which is strong. So Barathor is very good. And there's that fireball that just comes out of nowhere. Oh, I should have summoned the Great Company over there. Again, I wasn't nearly as close as last time, but so close. So I think if I would have had Aragorn there and summoned it, then it would have been a lot closer. Looks like these... Looks like he used his Morgul sorcery. Morgul sorcery, this is a necromancy, whatever you want to call it. I have to go to the stupid orthodontist appointment tomorrow, and what the heck? How did you get stuck like that? That's weird. I have to go to an orthodontist appointment tomorrow, and that's gonna suck. Oh, he killed all those beautiful Dolomoth men at arms. You hard-ass jerk! How could you? They were so beautiful. What? Did Smog just die? Oh! Oh yeah! He's, the Flame of Arnor in previous versions called Starlight. But yeah, Smog's dead. But where's the ring? Exactly. Oh, okay, there's her. But yeah, so that's very game changing. I like Barathor's animation. I think it's pretty cool, it's unique, and it's new, so it's always nice. New animations, new voice files, great mod. I think, do these guys have a new animation? Oh! Oh! Beautiful. I love how it says you shall not pass. The one thing that I really wish was, I also like his Man of the West soundbite, but I wish, because this says for Gondor, I wish that when you did that, it would be like in the movies when he's like, for Gondor, like that would be great. That would honestly make this mod 5 times better if he did that little soundbite when he did that. It even has a picture of him. Oh, finally gets out, that's all. The one thing that in some ways I like, in some ways I don't, is that they come out level 5, so then when you get them later in the game, they're not, like, impossible to level up, and they're actually useful. But then again, if you get them earlier, I mean, I think it should be like level 3 or something, because it's a little bit too powerful in my opinion, and he's about to die. Yep. Man, Aragorn, you love screaming. That is odd, though. Look at him. They use the Return of the King game animations for him. I think they use like that one Lord of the Rings game, because this is where Barathor is from. I don't know what it's exactly called, but they also use his animations, I'm pretty sure, from there, because this is definitely not Rise of the Witch King animation. So yeah, lots of new animations, which I think they should take more animations from like other games to like kind of, so it's more variety. It's just the same old animations. Like in the Dane mod, I think they use Aragorn's animations for like half the years, I swear. And then like Daggeroth or something like that. Ooh, we used both those. That's cool. I probably didn't need to use both of them at the same time, because, I mean, that I don't really need this when I have that.
Bones will be shattered, necks will be rough.
Of course, right when he hops out, he just uses that.
You'll be hung, you will die down here and never be found.
He's gonna get wrecked very soon. So either start or use the Flame of Arnor, and he will get absolutely wrecked. Come on, use it, Gandalf. Use it. Maybe not. Like, this is really strong. Come on, Gandalf, use it. I kind of do wish that, though the heal is very nice and useful, I'm kind of upset that they did take out the lightning sword. Come on, use it. Use it, Gandalf. Kill that fatty. Kill him. Kill him. Just look at him. Come on, use it. Oh, hello. Watch her. I wasn't able to build like a little small knight army with Amoroth, sadly, because of that command point limit glitch thing that I mentioned earlier. But yep, it's only a matter of time till we defeat them. Looks like he did get Saruman out, so that's probably good. Though again, he never did get them. Probably didn't have enough money. Because he, and generally that's not a problem with Isengard. Again, Akram needed to get these heroes out earlier. Because this, I mean, just look at that. This power is like just as strong as Theoden's Boy's charge, if not stronger. It's ridiculous. And I know I'm not reading it, I just don't feel like it. Ooh! Right as he died, I get a little shocked. That's very strong against heroes. Which I'm glad they kept that in 2.2, because in 1.09, they did make, which the power looks amazing, it looks cool, and I love that. But I like that the power is unique in 2.2, because it's not just like another Gandalf Word of Power kind of thing like it is in 1.9. Which, in one way, I like that it's like that in 1.9, because it just looks so cool. And I don't really play it, but I do like that it's more of a hero killer in this. This is just hero battles at this point, and you know whose heroes are gonna win. I think Gondor hero army can be very good, especially Pippin. With Pippin, you get your heroes level 10 like instantly with this thing. That worm is very good against heroes if I'm not mistaken. I think I'm gonna fast forward it again, because this is kind of dragging on a little. Sounds like Lurk's died. Come on already! Alright, I'm just gonna minimize real quick. That makes no sense that if you minimize and get back in, it stops the lag. I don't know, don't ask me. I remember when I first started doing YouTube not too long ago, and there was like 5 videos where I recorded it, and I didn't realize it, but it was black screen, or I wasn't even recording, which was really annoying. I hope that isn't the case at the moment. If it isn't, then you're probably watching this video, but if it is, then you're not. Which I'm pretty sure it's working fine, because I checked it, but you never know. I'm gonna minimize it again. And if I'm not mistaken, Sabubu does get Sauron, so yeah, I got a crap ton of money that I can't use. Again, I think I'm just gonna fast forward some more. Take a moment to appreciate the beautiful models in this mod. Too bad they don't have upgrades, because then they look even cooler. Do they have upgrades? Okay, I guess we're getting it. Don't kill them, I want to see what they look like with their upgrades. Let's see. How much cooler do you look? Come on, stay alive, don't die. I need to see how cool you look. I think they just get those shoulder plate thingies. Oh, this guy's going to work. He hasn't been killed yet. I like how they have those rims around them, though I kind of feel like that adds lag with all that little detail, which it is very cool though. I do 2.2. I get Glorfindel. I use his Wind Rider and his Blade of Purity, and he is a tank. I mean, he absolutely wrecks. Whew, that was. I didn't realize you got. Oh, that was for me. You got the big splash level then, apparently. Maybe. Seems like a bigger splash. Come on, hurry up. We don't got all day. Die already. Is that Sauron? Is it? Dankness was cast. No, it's Sauron. I can see that there's a Balrog, so. What is this? Alright, it's Maximus. I wish that, Isengard didn't get, Balrog, because it's kind of annoying having Balrog for 3 factions. I think I kind of wish there was a dragon, because then it would, again, be a little more diversity, but it's not a big deal. And as you can see, the Flame of Arnor absolutely wrecks Balrog, but you think it would be, what's it called, Lightning Sword, but I mean, I don't really care that much. Balrog gets wrecked. So you use it, might as well. Comes back decently fast. Come on, use it, you shall not pass. Before you die, do it. Oh man, Saruman. He must have been pretty angry that, he didn't join his little, cult slash evilness, I don't know. I told you you should have joined me. Now you just got killed. Okay. Back to the, like, some of the great company. As you can see, they absolutely wreck. I mean, it's taking, like, one arrow does, like, half damage, basically, on those orc pikemen, which they are very tanky. There's Aragorn screaming again. Aragorn, very strong, but I think Gondor kind of needs him to be strong, because the other, Gondor isn't weak, it's just that they don't seem weak at all, just that the other evil factions just seem so strong. Like, when each faction I play as, a little bit less Gondor, but still Gondor is still very strong. I always feel like each faction that I'm playing as is just OP. Each faction feels OP, so, and they're just all so fun to play with, but they're really all balanced, so there's not much OP about this mod. It's very balanced, and it's a great mod. I mean, it's based on the most balanced patch in Battlefield 2 Resolution ever, so better be balanced. Let's see. Killing some buildings. Sounds like Faramir died. Nobody cares. He did not show his quality. Or was that Faramir?